It's here. We have the Dark Millennium Falcon. And you can see that I've paid way more than retail or than where anywhere else is selling. I paid 360 Australian dollars. It's pretty steep, but I have no impulse control. So there's that. But also I was kind of slacking. I didn't pre-order anything. And then because on Big W in Australia, I don't know if there's Big W anywhere else, it had them way cheaper. All of these new release sets, way cheaper. So I was like, oh, I'm going to wait. Woke up real early this morning, went to buy them. I can't even get delivered to where I am. It's an in-store only and there's no Big W's here. So I saw this at the local toy shop. It's way more expensive, but I just had to have it. I don't own any of the other smaller, I guess, play scale Millennium Falcons. So this is my first one. And oh my gosh, what a set to start on. And of course, I'm very excited for this set. The minifigures are very cool. I'm so keen for the minifigures, except for Darth Dev. I don't know who that is. I'm guessing he's from the Rebuild the Galaxy series. Darth Dev, don't really care about him, but the rest, very cool. I'm so keen to build this and just talk about it. So I'm going to go build it and I'll be back. Opening the box, you'll see that there are no thumb tabs. Love that. It just has the tape. You will find 17 numbered bags and a sticker sheet, as well as the instruction book. You can see that bag 16 was already opened when I opened the box. I was really hoping that I wouldn't be missing any pieces, but I was. So for the minifigures, we have Beach Luke, and he looked just really cool. I love his hairpiece, and his outfit is just great. Makes him look very chilled out. And of course, it comes with his blue milk carton. On his back print, you can see he's got his house from Tatooine, as well as a wave in his surfboard to really show off his beachy style. He's got the double-sided face, one with sunglasses and one without. Honestly, the sunnies are my favorite. All around, pretty cool figure. Next up, we have Jedi Vader. Totally just straight up a color swap. He's got his arm prints just like the normal Vader, the white cape, and the white helmet. Under his helmet, you can see his new face print. No scars or anything like the normal one. He just looks really nice. Like, he looks like a nice guy. Now we have Bounty Hunter C-3PO. He's looking awesome with his red eyes and his printing everywhere. It's looking really good. He's got his arm printing with one black arm with some print on there too. Although the one thing that is missing is dual molded legs. You can see the print, the difference in the print here to show that the different part of the leg, but it definitely would have been cooler dual molded. Now we've got Darth Dev, which is probably the figure I'm least excited about with this because I don't know who he is. Of course, he's from the Rebuild the Galaxy series, but he doesn't show that much importance to me, but he's a nice figure. I like his hairpiece, his face print's nice, all of the detail on his torso and legs. He does have one arm that looks kind of robotic, and it's really cool. Face is good. He's got a good face print, and of course it's double-sided, so you got this nice looking smiley face, and then the more kind of mean looking side. Now for Darth Jar Jar, I love it. He looks awesome. It's really cool that he's evil. I love it. He's got his dual-ended lightsaber. He's holding a boomer, or what I think is a boomer, and he just looks great. Nice torso print, no leg print, kind of disappointing, but he does look good. I do like the torso. His back's covered by his headpiece, but it does look good. I have seen from other reviews that it's darker than the normal Jar Jar. I think it looks nice though. I really do like it, and the detail's just really cool. Now lastly, we've got Darth Rey, and she's looking pretty creepy. She hasn't got any pupils. I know that's like a Sith thing, I guess, for Lego, but it does look pretty creepy. It would have been cool to, even red ones, I guess, would have been nice. The torso print's pretty cool. No leg print or no arm printing again on this figure. She does have the double lightsaber, not dual-ended, but double lightsaber. Instead of a hairpiece, you get this kind of cloak piece, and of course, she has a cape as well. She's got the double-sided face, the kind of angry one, and then the less angry one. Yeah, I like this figure, but I guess pupils probably would have made it look cooler. But it is creepy, and I guess that's the aim of it. You know, she's evil. She's Darth Rey, so it kind of does fit, but still kind of funny looking. Now onto the actual set. This is very cool. It's very unique, and they're probably never going to make this again. I don't see any reason why they would make this again, so it's definitely a very cool set to have. The color swap kind of gives me the vibe of the Inquisitor transport side, with it being all black with the red details. We've got a turret on the top, just like most of the Millennium Falcons. The radar dish has been swapped out for a Death Star beam. So cool. It would have been cooler if they had those little translucent green pieces that you could put in the top to make it kind of look like it was really shooting. That would have been just the icing on the cake. Like I said, there's a turret on the top. There's also one on the bottom. Not like you're really going to use it anyway. And the cockpit just looks absolutely awesome in the red with the black details. And I think it looks really good. And with all of this red, probably my favorite piece is the thrusters on the back. With that red, it just looks amazing. And I just love it. It looks great. And also, the last thing to mention about the outside of this set is that at the very front, you have two spring-loaded shooters. There's little gaps in the top where you can push down and shoot them out. The shooters are also the Death Star green. Very cool. Makes it look like it's shooting Death Star beams. I like that. Now onto the interior. To access the interior, you just open up the roof panels one by one, and you have full access to the inside. You can see everything. Now first up, in the front section of the interior, you've got a couple of beds, as well as a spot to put like a lightsaber or your spare shooter. On the other side, it's pretty bare. There's not really much in there, but you can probably put some minifigures minifigures there if you really wanted to. It definitely gets cooler in the middle of the front section. There is a throne for Darth Jar Jar to sit on, and if you actually move that out and remove the throne, there's a hidden area in there with what I think could be a Sith holocron. They've used a red diamond piece to represent this, and it just looks awesome, and it's just even cooler that it's hidden behind his throne. And in front of the throne, there's also a unique control panel. In the very back of this set, there is a gaming room slash corner slash den, whatever you want to call it, and it is such a cool addition here. It looks like there's like a PlayStation 5 in the back. I'm thinking that because of the white, the shape, and the little blue underneath. It's got the same lie as PlayStation 5. On the screen, they're playing Holo Chess, which is just, I love that. It's really cool that they got that on there. You also get a printed controller, which is sitting on a table there, which I sometimes also put Luke's milk there. Pretty good. As well as the 2 red seats. The other side, kind of bare as well. The only thing that's here is a crate and those blue cylinder pieces, which again, I think are the boomers, the Gungan's weapons, those energy balls. They're pretty small, but that's what I think they are. And if you open up the crate, there's also room for a spare one. In the middle of the back area, I think that they've done this really well. They have a hyperdrive, which has some details from a sticker, and it just looks very cool there. And behind that, you have a jail cell, which is made out of all translucent red. Oh, and it just looks awesome. You just have to lift out the front piece and you can put minifigures in there. I like it. It's a cool addition to have as well. Now for the actual middle, you can't access this because the panels do not lift off. But if you look underneath on the right side, there is a little tile there, and if you push it down, it opens the loading dock. Kind of useless, I think, because I mean, you're not really going to put minifigures in there or load anything in there unless you lift up the entire set. It's cool that it's there, but it's probably not really needed. And on the other side, there is a storage spot for Luke's surfboard, and it just clicks on with 2 studs. You can't really see it, but it's there. And for the missing pieces, with these panels that lift up on the roof, I'm missing pieces for one of those panels that actually connects them together. So every time I open it, sometimes it opens up and it just doesn't connect properly, which is definitely frustrating, but it's not that big of a deal because I can just order the pieces, but I don't want to have to. It's like being so excited to do like a puzzle and then realizing you're missing a piece at the end. It's just very frustrating and annoying, but I mean, what are you going to do? It's not like they did it on purpose. And like I said before, this is a very unique set. Of course, it's just a color swap, but you don't normally get a color swap. I think it's just awesome. If you haven't already bought it, definitely think that the unique aspect of this is a good reason to buy it because it is just so kind of silly. Like the whole thing's a meme and all the minifigures are like opposites, and then Luke is just completely random. He's just a beach man, which is just, it's ridiculous, but I love it. So if you haven't already bought this set, I definitely think it is worth it. And it's just so cool.